Can you explain briefly why you were in Pittsburgh and kind of what that experience is?
Oh, we're recording. I didn't know we were recording,
Yeah, yeah,
but we are recording. Hello, everybody. No, so the reason why I was in Pittsburgh, the Manions, the IFBB, the NPC, um, they host the Road to the Olympia every single year, um, weeks out before the Olympia. Basically, what it is you're getting feedback from the head judges, the president, JM is there. A lot of the people from the panel are there. Um, Only person I have not seen at the Road to the O is Steve, because people
really?
also go, yeah, people go see Steve, at his gym. Which I think that's one thing that a lot of people should do is actually go see Steve. And I need to get my ass up and go to New York. But one thing about going to New York and this prep from California, it's a 10-hour flight, because nowadays there's not a lot of
Right.
one-way trips,
Yeah.
so the thing is, I have to stop in either Dallas or Chicago, and there's always a fucking hour, 2 hour layover. From here to Dallas. That's already a 3 hour flight, three and a half flight.
That's
So
a good.
then you got that 2 hour layover. So that gives you 5 to 6 hours already, just a waste of your time. And
Yeah.
then that flight from there to New York is another 3.5, 4 hour flight. Like, bro, I
I
can't
don't.
do that.
Nah, man.
And I don't know how some of these guys from overseas travel. Like I couldn't do it, bro.
How?
Like that long like Pittsburgh was killing me. Like killing me. I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Like
How was it? How was the experience? Like, was this your
it was
first?
great. So here's it. No, this is my fourth.
Oh shit.
I've done I've done 4 road to Olympias, and I've done 2 road to the Arnolds, and I've done 1 road to the Pittsburgh Pro.
So basically,
So
it's an opportunity for the judges to see you, get
see you
feedback.
before. Yes, and this is crucial, guys. Like, even me, as someone that people claim that's a really good poser, like they break your ass down. Like when I say I went in that room and started to do some of the shit that I'm my habits, bro, they're fucking tough. They're like you'll hear like some of the people that was in the room like, stop doing that, stop doing that. No, you need to do this, you need to do that, which is so fucking vital. It's so crucial that we're getting that type of feedback. You know what I mean? And the thing is like some people just miss that opportunity.
Yeah.
JM phone number is everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about, oh, JM didn't call me to come in, or JM didn't do this, I talked to me and JM. I mean, I'm not saying we best friends, but me and JM, we became really close because of the loyalty, bro. Like I've been to 4 road to Olympias, I've been to 2 road to the Arnold's, I continue to go, and it's not just because I just want to be next to them. No, like
Yeah.
no. JM ain't as cute as my girlfriend, so I don't want to be next to JM. You know what I mean? No, JM is
For-
just fucking with you.
for-
But the thing
for-
is, it's like I go because it's one, it's the experience, and two, it's the fact that again, you're getting critiqued by the head judge. One of the head judges is Tyler Mannion,
Tyler
and
Manning
then you got
is the guy who sets the standard for the divisions. So
yes.
make
So
sure
you
you guys
got
are
you got
familiar.
Tyler. So when I was in there,
Mhm.
and like I said, there's multiple people who come in every once in a while. Like the Prez was there before I got there.
Mhm.
So you had Tyler, Etla, Bill. Bill's one of the biggest right-hand mans for Tyler and Steve when it comes to judging bigger shows. That's just that next guy in line. And then
Mhm.
it goes to like a Jack Sullivan, a Becky Clausen. Of course, we cannot leave out the best queen of them all. Sandy, Miss
Andy,
Sandy.
so
So the thing is like you have those type of caliber judges that are seeing and looking at you when it comes to going to the road to the Olympia. And I know you said, how was that experience? I just set a standard for the road to the Olympia that's about to change some shit up. So
oh,
hopefully,
there we go.
we get this video very soon and we can kind of get it posted. But I was with the creative team. I was with the camera guy. I was with JM. We were talking about some things, and I wanted to implement. And they were asking me like for feedback. What would I want as an athlete that's going through this experience? And you know me, bro. I've been on my creative shit. So I've just kind of pitched them so many different ideas and directions that they could even make the experience even better. No, you're not gonna. No, the IFBB Pro ain't paying for you to go to fucking Pittsburgh. No, we don't need you to do that. That's not what it's for. You
Yeah.
need to pay your ass and get to get there to be seen. But what I told them is now you got to give them an experience. It's not the hotel, the accommodations, nothing like that. But it's when you step in that headquarters. Oh shit! It's like wow. Oh
Yeah, like
shit! This
it'd be cool
this is
to,
this is the, this is the NPC gym. This shit is crazy, and
yeah.
it's crazy because now that of course this is I've been there when they were at the first location, you know, the old location. I don't know if you guys have been, but the new location is absolutely phenomenal. Like the gym is big, the equipment in there is great. They got hammer strength, new tech stuff. But then you got Etala swimwear office, which looks absolutely beautiful. She's doing her thing on that side. Then you're walking down this hall, this long hallway. You got a cafeteria type of thing, so athletes could warm up their food. If they need water, like everything is set up for you because it's a very professional setting. So it's the experience of now walking through all of that, getting the interview, getting the feedback, having a workout video, and bro, it's trust me, when this new video drops, and hopefully JM approves it, because I just took the lead and I said, I told the guys, the creative director and the guy who was filming, I said, bro, do not tell JM what I'm doing. Literally, literally, I told him this. I said, don't tell him what I'm doing, but this is what I want you to pitch to him and show him where I think the direction for the content
You
for when we have that experience, it's gonna go to a whole other level.
you have a lot of energy for 2.5 weeks out right now.
I have a lot of energy for not fucking going to sleep in the last 48 hours. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
To be
Because
honest,
we're
like I
back
tell
on
you,
NPR. That's why.
Hell yeah.
Excited.
but this is
He's
what I tell you,
excited,
and
bro.
but this is the same thing that they were telling me in Pittsburgh. They're like, "Are you prepping?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why?" Like, bro, you have energy. Everyone who walks through those doors are like fucking dead. And I'm like,
Like a
that's the
mountain.
thing. People got to understand about me. It don't matter where it is, where I'm at, how I feel. If I feel like shit, if I'm having the worst day ever, bro, when my grandmother passed away, that was the worst day ever. Bro, right after the funeral, I had to do something. Bro, I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
That's just not the energy that I present, and that's not the energy that I bring. The aura that I bring is when I step in the room, you know Aaron Banks is in the room. That's what I always want to present, and that's my resume. My smile is my resume. My energy is my resume. So when people see me or meet me, they like, damn, this dude is, it's just a different vibe, and that's just me. That's just me. So
Drew,
the energy is always going to be there, and I've always been an energetic person, regardless. Food,
It's
low food,
true.
no food,
I've
it
seen
don't
you.
matter.
I've seen you at the Arnold. I've seen how you interact with people. I see how you were with me, Ariel, prime time right before the Olympia, right before you go on stage, being the current
Literally,
Olympia champion. Like I
literally
remember it, it
the
didn't
same
matter.
person.
Yeah.
The same person, and that's just me. I'm not a fake person. I'm not gonna give you some fake Aaron, or that's just not me. Aaron is an energetic ass person, and and especially now with going forward with 2024, and again, this is just the same thing that I was telling them just about like how I had to find my peace, and it's a different Aaron this year. Like it is a totally different Aaron. So yeah, energy's always gonna be there.
Drew,
Energy's
how you
always gonna be
feeling?
there.
2.5 weeks out.
I feel good, man. I'm definitely the best I've looked. Um, you know how it is. We went to an off season, a brief off season after we qualified, both of us, able to enjoy some food, but at the same time get back to work, focus on our weaknesses. And ultimately, my biggest weakness, the elephant in the room, was my back. And I'm happy with where it's at, man. And it's funny because my back is the first muscle group to be in condition before everything else was.
Yeah.
So that's just the new tissue. Usually you'll lose the new tissue, but the protocol that me and Ariel created and we did and we utilized, and me and Aaron have talked about this before as well, like different training techniques.
Yeah. It was
You know,
just
you could
crucial.
kind of look at a physique and kind of say, okay, try this movement. I think that this would help fill out that area. And you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been adding those in and it definitely filled out that area. So I'm happy with it. The front's always been my bread and butter, but that also improved the upper chest. You can never have too big of a full upper chest shelf, you know, because we're opening up as men's physique competitors. But I
And
mean,
and and,
I'm
and
happy with it.
just to add it to what you saying is, and we ain't got to sugarcoat shit. Add them fucking rack pulls. All you
Yeah.
motherfuckers out there talking about, oh, my back is lacking. If you're not rack pulling heavy, that shit gonna stay like
Got to
that. I
do it
promise
ugly.
you.
Got to do it ugly too. It's
I
not
promise
always
you.
just about form. You want to feel it, but sometimes you just gotta go all out and really pull it. You got to really
And see, the
focus
thing
on
is,
the compound movements.
go to the video on my page, and you can see like even when I got heavy
That what
weight,
Samson,
I'm
the one that you do with Samson?
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
controlling it back down. I'm not just boom slamming it down and popping it back up. It's still in a sense of the control, the muscle mind connection and controlling that shit. You can't
yeah.
just throw on heavy weight and expect your body to grow just because you slamming and throwing shit around like you like I don't know, was it this one? No, this is the YouTube, but yeah, it was that video, but go down.
The day I trained back, I actually watched it because I saw you were it was with Samson. It was on your story. I
Yeah, was it
remember
in your
watching it,
story?
and it's
Huh?
I think he posted a video too of it.
I
It's of
posted
him.
it. Um, where the hell is
It
it?
wasn't that long ago.
It must have been a slide. It had to be a slide with
Oh,
something.
is
I don't
it
think
go down? I don't know if it was.
Would you got someone running your Instagram for you?
No.
I think it was a slide.
I do need somebody to run
and
my
I know
Instagram.
you were wearing a black tank top.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was wearing a black. It's literally that outfit right there. Is that's that video.
you do look
I
nasty.
don't know, bro. My back is def. So after coming to the road to the Olympia, Bill made a comment. He was like, "Bro, your back has doubled.
Yeah.
Like it's doubled." So, me and Ariel, we talk
And why are you
consistently, man.
trolling people?
I'm not, bro. That's 3 weeks out.
Yeah, your first show?
Yeah, actually, seriously. No, not really. That was me getting ready for the 2021 rookie season. And that and don't get me wrong, fellas, like this isn't nothing, this is not a strategy. People are talking about this is strategy. I don't need to play with nobody's fucking minds. I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna post whatever the fuck I want to post. And at the end of the day, like I posted that just for myself, my motivation for myself. Because going forward, y'all not seeing me.
See where you
So
came
for
from. The
myself,
reminder.
so myself is remember that dog you had, that mentality, bring that shit. That's what I'm gonna bring.
Oh yeah.
So I it's not to troll nobody, bro. This is my Instagram, and it's crazy how grown ass men be like, bro, you're not showing your body. Well, show me your girl body, you idiot. Like you asking another grown man to show you his body. That is the weirdest shit to me. Like, and that was one of the main reasons I didn't want to get into bodybuilding because those type of questions or dudes standing in the mirror flexing and doing weird shit, like, bro, that's not appealing to me. So
Yeah.
when I hear men ask me, bro, you're not showing your body no more. Come
It's
on,
weird.
man.
It's weird, bro.
Come on, man.
Well,
I'm
let's
not
jump
cut
into
from that
this
cloth.
because we had a show this past weekend, the first opportunity to qualify for the 2025 Olympia. So this is a really, really
It was a
big
good show.
opportunity. It was a
It
great
was
show.
actually a really good show, and to be honest, like it may not have been the craziest lineup, but it was a quality lineup.
It was because again, you have people who have been consistent, top two place finishers, not finishing within that top conversation. You have a new guy who is, seemingly on the scene, making a name for himself. You have a guy who turned pro, won an overall, what 2, 3 years ago, and finally have arrived. So we have a different combination. You have some older gentlemen making a name for themselves and breaking into the top six. So it's cool to see it. I think it's that, diversified, but I think it's really, I know personally, I'm happy to see Alex Rodgers finally punch his ticket. He's been somebody who I've been following now for a while. I've competed with him last season.
Yeah, bro. It's kind of weird seeing, like, congratulations to Alex, but it's kind of weird to already be seeing 2025
Yeah.
Mr. Olympia list
What
already.
do you
I'm
think
like,
about that?
bro, give us a break. Shit. Like,
They're already
give
on
our
to 2025. 24 isn't even over
give
yet.
our mindset a break. Like, it's nice and all, but I just think, like, it's a little too much.
But
It's
think
too
about this.
much.
The winner, the people who qualify this early, bro, they legitimately have a full year. A full year.
Bro,
But how many of them are actually going to do that? You know what I'm saying?
But to me, that part. So speaking of, we gonna pause real quick. So I asked the man himself, and I said, Tyler, can we go back to the point system? He said, why? Like, why would you want to do that? I said, because I mean, there's 62 people. He was like, you got to understand, those 62 people won a show. When we did the point system, there was 80 something people qualified. That was an exaggerated number, but I remember the number. It was
More.
it was way more than what we have. And he was saying, like, even the top three or the top five was coming back. You know what I mean? So you had those 5 people plus everybody was getting those points. So I don't think there's going to be a point system anytime soon.
No, but
so
I did hear something.
But what he did say was
tears. They're going to be tears.
No. Us, these top tier athletes, they do shows, bro. They're recommending people to do shows. Yeah. It's like they're like, well, I don't know why people don't just go be like Ashley Coswatch. Like,
yeah, run the gauntlet.
I'm like, I mean, that's why I told him, I said, that's why I at least do 2 shows a year. Like, I'm not going to sit on my ass, because again, you got to make money in this league, and that's how, if you're that good, go, bro. You know how much money Ashley makes? Just
just competing crazy.
3,000, 5,000, 7,000 there, here and there, bro. That's a bag.
Yeah.
So just imagine if I ran a gauntlet, I would shut some shit down.
Honestly,
but I'm not
doing that. For a lot of the suffering, quote unquote, that we do to get to this point, in terms of conditioning and sacrifice for loved ones, how the hell does it make sense to do one show? Like, I can't remember.
But that's what he also brought up. He was like, you guys get into this conditioning and this level of a certain look, you can peak multiple times when you're already ready.
Yep.
Especially men's physique.
Why not do another show? So it was all clicking to me. I'm like, well, I'm gonna talk to the boys about this. I'm gonna, kind of give them the idea and kind of present it to the world.
Let's be real.
For those who are out there, do shows.
Alex Rodgers is a prime example. I mean, this is his 3rd show. Boom, qualifies for the Olympia. After placing second just a few weeks prior. So I don't know. Personally, I know the amount.
But see, that's the thing. If I was him, I wouldn't shut it down. There's no fucking way in hell that I'm shutting it down after winning a show and I'm that far from the Mr. Olympia. No. Yeah. I'm going 3, 4 more. Easily. Yeah. Crazy. Because again, he already
less stress too. Less stress. I mean, he already hit the goal.
You got nothing to lose.
But when I went to India, there was
you're only getting stage presence and experience. Yeah. Why shut it down? Because your coach, your coach gonna take you to the O and you gonna all of a sudden get top 3? No. You that's the thing with people. Like like even Brandon. Like Brandon's a prime example. The rookie, right? We love his look.
I was mad.
He shouldn't have shut it down. There's no reason for him to shut it down. He would have qualified this year.
He did say that he's doing the Arnold, but I 100% agree. He would have qualified, and he still would have had time to do the Arnold.
He's doing the Arnold.
Mm-hmm. But see, this is the thing with that.
You can't do the Arnold if you haven't made a name for yourself.
Exactly.
I know the person who personally picks them. Yeah. Lloyd ain't picking you.
And the thing is, you want to be in the conversation just to go and do the Arnold to say you did it. Wouldn't you rather qualify before kind of like strategizing, like Daniel said? Because then you're almost, yes, you're getting the recognition going on a stage like that, but I think it can hurt you more than help you.
Bro, you ain't getting no recognition getting on no damn Arnold stage.
Drew,
What?
do you plan to do another show after the Olympia?
Yes.
Do you know what show yet, or you want to keep that wrap?
I really don't even know. I don't even know. I didn't even look
And
at the list.
I'm
all
right
in
now
for Olympia. That's it. But
Yeah.
for
I'm gonna
right
tell
now,
you right now,
I'm gonna hold off.
I'm also been thinking about doing a show right after the O.
Oh,
So
shit.
whoever think about they doing a show, just trust me, I'm pulling up too.
Yeah.
I like.
Bro. It ain't necessary.
Well,
that is just people who run it.
real quick, let's give the flowers to these top six real quick. So we have Frankie. I'm not too familiar with who he is, but from my understanding, he is a Masters guy. I think he won the Masters overall, but nonetheless, dude looks pretty good.
Boy Brown.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's bubbly as hell, man. This is what it looks like to have that muscle or the maturity, the dense muscle, without a doubt. But he looks good. I think a little bit more detail will truly allow him to separate because he's definitely conditioned. I think this is where you kind of understand the difference between detail and conditioning, because I think he's conditioned. I think more added detail would separate. And I'm not sure if that's an age thing, but nonetheless, dude looks really good. You can clearly see he's conditioned, especially to the lower back. But yeah, impressed with his look. Again, bubbly. I think a little bit of posing critiques can also help him manipulate the waistline a little bit more. But dude looked really good. Congratulations on a sixth place finish. We have Dustin.
I don't even think like he don't really need the footing. He can keep it like that. And I wouldn't even hide his waist anymore, because if he hide his waist anymore, he gonna lose that right pec.
Right shoulder. Yeah. And then we have fifth place. You have Dustin Alves, another guy who's consistently in these top call outs. Drew, what do you see here in Dustin's physique that he needs to improve on in order to take him to that next step? Which honestly, the next step for him is the Olympia qualification, because he's placed second so many times.
So the biggest thing is it could be the lighting, but I do think that he was a lot more peaked at other shows throughout the year. So I think he's held to that standard too.
I've seen him better.
He definitely needs more chest and shoulder fullness. From the back, it's all there. It's just a matter of coming in condition. Like the back really looks like Ben's back. All the guys that Ben trains, they have very similar back structure. Like
that's the thing. You got to understand that you attract the people who,
that's true.
That want like you, and it's kind of like you and your clients. I seen somebody you posted the other day. I said, this fool trying to be like Drew. Said, look at this shit here.
Posing the same way. Yeah. It's cool, man. I like it. But I definitely see it with Ben's guys. Specifically Dustin. I mean, just from the back. I mean, looks lights up from the back. I think the best back in the show. Just as far as conditioning and density, he just needs more of that detail.
I don't know about the best back in the show. I would usually agree with that. I would usually
between 4 and 3.
Yep,
for sure.
This was 4 and 3 looked absolutely insane. We'll get there.
So TJ does have a really good back. He does have high lats. He does have high lats. If you compare it, he is wider, and I think a lot of it when we look, it's the shoulders.
It still looks good.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
So like, you don't have highlights like Corey to where it's high and then long.
Yeah,
his high, but it still tapers into his waist and still makes it look good.
Yeah, no, he definitely has really dominant rear delts too, which adds to that width. So when he opens up, you just see it, how wide he is, and also the smaller waist. Dustin has just a denser back with lower lats that just looks top to bottom nasty. But in comparison, TJ, we covered him, and you even said you're going to have him in the top 3 at every pro show that he does, and he definitely made a statement. The only thing I want to see from him is more detail throughout his core.
Bro, once he does that,
he made so much improvements, man. He doesn't even look like the same guy.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think with him, I think his it's not off, but that detail ain't detailing because he took so long away from the stage.
Yeah.
And built so much new tissue.
Stage time. He just needs to solidify it.
As they keep fine-tuning that shit, I already said it. I ain't gonna say it again, but
Well,
TJ go there. He's going to be there.
and then coming in at fourth, or I'm sorry, yeah, fourth, we have a guy who I'm not too familiar with. His name is John Reese. Are you guys familiar with him at all?
I did a
Yeah,
podcast with him years ago. I remember on
That's a
mental
good
health.
dude right there.
Yeah, no,
And
he's a
shout
good
out to
guy.
Reese because, hey, all the fathers out there, hey, keep doing y'all thing. Me and him really had good conversations just because of what we got in common, and that's kids. Like,
Yeah,
so he's a good dude. Good dude.
He's got a really good look too. And I seen him coming for a while. I mean, first, he has the balance, he has the density, he has the fullness, he has the roundness. Everything's there. He could post straight on and still look complete. The biggest thing for him that I notice, and obviously I'm somebody that had this, is the gyno.
yes.
Needs to fix that gyno. It's something that draws, like, it is a distraction, at least for me, when it comes down to, I mean, he's still beating guys that were top 2 at shows. Like, arguably he could qualify, potentially be a guy at a show if he strategizes coming in and winning and qualifying for the Olympia. It's just little subtle things like that. And when it comes to the pro level, it's the smallest things that you could kind of nitpick and pick apart. And it's something that I definitely noticed with his physique. But
Yeah.
I mean, he looks great. He could pull off that Superman pose. I think he's full in all the right areas. His conditioning was great. This is where you kind of really see all that density compared to the other guys that he's next, because Joe Moji is really, really dense too and really bubbly.
Really. He needs to get
But just comparing him to Dustin, I mean, as dense as Dustin is, I mean, he's holding his own, and that's why I think he got that edge there. But he's also a guy that isn't as known. Like Tyler was saying, more stage time. These guys need to compete a little bit more, especially as you keep competing. Very few guys get worse unless they're ran to the mud. When you're fresh, you could keep going, keep going, keep going. Your body's going to adapt. You get a refeed, you go into the next show the next week. It's more data. If you're off, you could always correct it. But if you don't compete, you don't know what to correct. So more stage time for John, for sure.
Could not agree more. And then coming in at third place, like we mentioned, we have DJ. This was not his pro debut, but he's a guy who turned pro by winning USAs in 20.
I think it's like his third pro show.
Yeah.
He's got the smallest waist.
Smallest waist. Again, one thing I've noticed about him is he's put on a lot of size since he's competed last, and mainly through the chest and back. There's no question that
I want to see TJ. If you listen, I know you're gonna listen to this, fool. I want to see you literally pose with both hands down.
Yeah.
I think
because he's pushing that pec too. I noticed that. That's why it's good to watch the videos. I noticed that he's pushing a little bit more. I think it would keep his chest more full, because I see when Alex does it. Yeah. I think it looks really good when Alex does it, because it just looks more natural. See how he comes back around? He just looks more natural. It's what men's physique is. I think if he did drop that arm, it would take away from that pec clenching a little bit more, and it would show more of the roundness, because he's flexing it and it almost just kind of looks lumpy.
Yeah. And TJ, as a fan, brothers, be cognizant of that guy now. You're young, all right? Don't let that shit get out of hand. Take care of it early, because again, you have too much potential to allow that to.
Yeah, I think we talked about it. He knows already, so he's actually he's getting his feet wet. Kind of making a name for himself. Which, I mean, he just plays third, but that's one thing I think
it's still big, man. Third place is pretty big in this lineup, especially with a guy that Dustin was 3 or 4 second places this year in some stack lineups. I mean, you're going against guys that are consistent, and that just shows that you belong.
So what would you recommend TJ to do? Shut it down and maybe compete like early summer? Focus on.
I would do more. He's already in shape, like we talked about before. I think he should still do more.
I wouldn't say that, but I would, to be honest.
You think he can qualify?
I can see TJ qualifying
right now.
But no, I need him. He has to fix those things that we just talked about.
More detail.
And then come back and just murder.
I would love to see TJ take a little bit more time off, because again, he's not the biggest guy on stage, but he's not like in men's physique. You don't have to be the biggest guy. You just got to be big enough to not get outsized. You know what I mean? Like, he just looks small.
He's not the biggest guy, but you got to just look at his proportions.
He's proportionate. For his waist being that small, for as big as he is, and
understand
he's one of those guys that is going to look bigger in person than even in videos, because of just the way that his proportions are. So if he's standing in front of you, just by how small his waist is and how he just kind of fans out like a tree,
Yep.
You know, that's a lot of those guys are like that. You might not be able to tell in a shirt, but when this dude is pumping up and you're able to see it, we see it on Instagram. I'm like, I know he looks crazy in person.
Hell yeah. And then coming in a second, we have Joe Manji. He's a 7-time Olympian. I don't think people realize, we talk about Ryan Terry, we talk about Andre Ferguson, George Brown. We talk about all these guys who have competed for such a long time. We don't realize that Joe was one of those guys who were, in those
He
lineups.
was there too.
It's kind of crazy to sit there and think
I
that.
think Joe needs to go back to his old posing.
I agree. I don't his posing right.
Like both of his feet are on the same plane, kind of.
Doesn't it look like his body wants to go to classic? Or is that just me? Like, doesn't he look big?
I just think he has very low insertions that he doesn't even have to pose, and he effortlessly just looks dense.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
But y'all got to understand, man. Let me see if I got this shit.
Because Aaron, seriously,
I think
Joe has a great physique, or Drew, do you think that Joe's physique is considered what the men's physique look is?
No.
Not an elite look. Do I think he could qualify for the Olympia? Absolutely. But
I absolutely agree.
He would be a top 20 at this point?
Because
he was last year, but I think that looking at him, he has the taper. He has the conditioning. But to me, clavicularly, if you're going to compare him to a Ryan Terry, a Brandon,
but the thing is, he don't have the taper from the back. Like
he looks narrow because he's got the second smallest waist in the show, but because he can't get his delts any wider.
Yeah.
And that's a structural thing. Like, how can he really improve? He can add more detail, but if he adds more detail, he's going to look that much bigger, therefore taking away from his taper. Opposed to Tyler, somebody that's naturally wide and he could just hold a lot more size. Joe is pretty much maxed out for how narrow he is.
Like, look how big.
Like, by no means is he the most narrow guy, but he's definitely like, he has shorter limbs. Like, you could just tell him next to John Reese. Look at from their shoulder to their elbow. Look at the space. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I think he would look better with his old posing too, because that hand on hip almost makes his arms look even shorter.
Yo, look
it doesn't flow as much.
How big his calves are.
Dude, he has crazy calves.
Like Joe's
the Asian persuasion, bro. They got some crazy calves.
Joe has the best conditioning in the show. No question in my mind. I think he has phenomenal fullness.
I found this picture.
But
this shit is hilarious. So this was, I think I was getting ready for my pro card. I was getting ready, to go to USA's, and it was the San Jose Championships. So this is when I first met Ant Woods, who just
Junior Nats when he went pro,
blew my mind. Like, Ant Woods is still one of my favorite men's physique competitors of all time. Like, he ain't had to win no fucking Mr. Olympia for him to be an all-time favorite. There ain't nobody that I think in this industry still, besides him, and I would say probably Raymond, that stage presence is out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
But this is I had took a picture with Joe and Dean.
Hey, they ain't out hiding you. What do they call it? Out angle? They can't out hide you though. And you're in the middle too. The middle guy always looks smaller.
Right. So I was like, I remember meeting them, man, and that was kind of like the first people I kind of met, and I was just even then I was telling them that I was excited to go and get my pro card, and and I thought me back then I was still hot shit, like talking my shit, like I'm going to this USA's to win it, and they encouraged me back then too. So,
and then
it's all love.
Lastly, a quick shout out. He did it. Alex Rogers, again, he punched his ticket. He took time off. He prioritized his weaknesses, doubled down on his strength, and he is the very first Olympian qualified athlete for the 2025 season. And then he can take some time to really fine-tune and continue to bring an already or significantly improved package on top of an improved package he already brought here in 2024. So I really am excited for him, man. He's such a good guy. He is personally one of those personalities that I'd love to highlight just because of how genuine he is. And again, I'm excited to see what he can do. And I'm sure that we'll all be standing on stage with him again in the near future. But great guy.
And congratulations on that kid.
Yes.
That feeling, man. I don't know. I can't keep talking about these damn daddies, but it's a lot of new dads coming up, in the little industry. So again, him and his where did I meet them at? I met
Him and his
him
wife are having
Texas.
another baby.
Yeah, I met him in Texas. So
it's crazy that he's qualified now, and just imagine a full year of how much more he could even improve from what he did. Because last year he really wasn't, anybody that was on a radar. He finally put it all together. He keeps applying. He keeps applying this though. At next year's pace, man.
You can tell if you can't. You don't have to be on the radar, but when you look at somebody,
his shape, you knew it just had to come together.
Yep.
When he put it together,
because he's with Jed North too, and I would always see his updates. I'm like, how is this guy? It was just conditioning. I think it was a hardness. I think
it was just a hard. And look, and it was mainly to the midsection and his back. He still needs to improve his back, but he improved his back phenomenally. And the condition.
I would say this
once he adds
back
detail,
bro. If I had his chest.
He has some detail.
His chest.
He don't need a lot of upper back, but when he adds the detail to it, it's just gonna make it a whole nother.
He's got that crispy, dry conditioning, and that's what he needed, and it just makes him look that much more dominant compared to his looks last year. I remember meeting him and his wife at Chicago last year. Dude was super cool, and I was just like looking at him like, damn, where was he at in this call out? Because he always had a look to me. You could tell, like Aaron said, when somebody has that look, they stick out like a sore thumb. It's just like, hey, if I had this guy's physique, just get him conditioned, he'd be at the top.
And he's only
what I'm saying?
He's only 28. Like, this man has so much time.
Just hitting that stride. Yep.
So I'm excited for him. Congratulations. He's definitely going to be a guy to keep an eye out for going into the 2025 season. But
doing your third pistol, my man.
But nonetheless, you guys want to do a quick predictions? I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the guys on here, but obviously we know some of the guys who are already currently qualified for the Olympia who jumped in. So I figured we can at least do a top 4 and then, or maybe top 5 and go from there.
I see 4.
I see. Well, we have TJ too. We have. So looking at this list, this is me just going right off the top of my head. All right. So I personally believe, I think Medi's going to take this. I think Ryan Clark will come.
What? Hold on. Wait. I love Medi. Don't get me wrong. Medi, I love you. Yes. My guy. But I don't know if you missed my name.
I think Medi's taking this. I think that I think Ryan.
Hold on, watch. I know y'all missing it.
Hold on. I have Ryan Clark coming. I have Ryan Clark coming in second.
Because I know for sure I ain't missing it this time around.
And I have Will coming in third with a very close battle with Ryan Clark. I have.
You in prep mode.
Joe
right now.
I have Joe Maggi coming in fourth, and I have TJ coming in fifth.
Oh no, bro.
Who are you talking about, Aaron?
Oh no, bro.
Talk about Will.
Oh no, bro. Oh no, bro. Y'all tripping. Not
the thing is, you got to remember, Will has only nailed that look one time. And it takes him time to do it because he's such a big dude. So I think playing with, the food and all that, and I'm not doubting him. I think he's a favorite to go into the show, him and Medi. But I think Medi's taking it. I think Medi's taking it. I got Will second. I got Ryan Clark third. Ryan Clark's peeled, but I think in this lineup, he's just going to look smaller because of his stature.
Okay, so I'm glad you was breaking that shit down like that. Oh, he this is the first time he's nailed that like that. Medi hasn't nailed his conditioning. I mean his posing.
No, but he hasn't had as much time off as Will has.
Medi, hold on.
Medi always has the awkward front pose. We know that. We know that.
Yeah,
But when you go up against somebody like that on a taller frame, bruh.
But conditioning, because Medi's gonna make Will look soft, even if Will is on.
Guys to freaking win.
No, but Medi still flows with his proportion. No, but I'm saying in general, you could expose somebody. Conditioning isn't a strength for Will. Will has size. Will has the size. He still has a taper.
Will
Medi
has
still has a
size and
taper.
promotion and proportions.
Medi still has the back, and Medi still has a taper from the front. Even though it's awkward, I still think Medi has the taper from the front over Will. I think Will is still very arm dominant. I think Will's impressive as fuck.
His arms
Don't get me
are
wrong.
fucking thick. His arms are huge.
Yeah. Yeah. I still have
It's gonna be
Medi
a good
taken.
one.
Yeah, no.
Hey, y'all remember
Hey,
this shit.
Will impressed me this year, bro. Nobody
shit.
had Will winning, and he won.
Bro, I didn't even know Will was in the show last time. Like, he wasn't on my radar. Like, he showed up, he arrived, and I was like, yep, nope, that was a very convincing win. I remember he beat Chris Barr,
Deke Walker.
Yeah, and they were just coming off of impressive finishes.
Oh.
But
Okay,
I think if Medi can just simply pose and present the way that he did
in Tampa,
he is
okay. So how about this? At both of their best, who wins?
Medi.
Hey.
Okay.
Bro, I don't think people understand how, like, and I know it's not just conditioning, but as hard as Medi gets, he's going to expose people. Like, you still can't deny his taper, even though the front is a little awkward with his feet placement.
No,
he's still found a better way.
From the criteria look of things.
Yeah.
Will look more like me than Medi look like me. That's what I'm like.
There's still both men's physique. There's still both men's physique.
Who's more men's physique? And if I had to look at it,
that's like saying, okay, but hold on. Ryan Terry looks less like what you would consider men's physique than you do.
Bullshit. Ryan Terry has been a fucking poster child for this goddamn division.
But you still have
even though he has not won it.
No. Don't get me wrong. We all love Ryan Terry, but what we're saying is, who would you take for the logo of men's physique, you or Ryan Terry?
Me.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, you guys still went head to head, and he beat you. Same thing. Medi can go head to head with a guy who might fit the standard better, but because Medi controls his variables significantly more.
Shit! I didn't compare my bro. I didn't lose because he just flat out fucking beat me. Fuck no.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
But that's
who's
what
to
I'm
say
saying.
that Will could beat off or Medi could beat off?
If they were both on, which is what I'm saying.
I still have Medi.
Both on, y'all crazy as fuck.
I still have Medi, bro. His back is so dominant, and I still think shoulder to waist taper, he flows, and I think Will's arms are just too dominant and too big. Drew, and I think just not having the elite conditioning that's needed,
bro,
like Medi has, I think he's going to be exposed.
I love Medi's look. Like, I need y'all to understand this, because Medi is my dog, and I don't want nobody to spin this shit in no type of way. I understand what y'all saying about hardness and all this shit, but at the end of the day, it's still gonna come down to that structure and that criteria structure.
Where does Will beat Medi?
Structure,
not individual. Okay, but structure. We talked about the importance
because we talk about that shit every time. What wins?
Conditioning. You think Will has a better back structure? You think Will has a better back structure than Medi?
We're not talking about just one body part.
Yeah, but that's still half of it. That's still half of it.
No, we're talking about the overall body. I'm going with the guy Will. Period. Like, what?
Listen, Will
like, what?
Will's extremely impressive. Like, I think
that shit is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to compare them at all or put just them two on a pedestal like that. They're both phenomenal athletes.
They have their strengths for sure.
Honestly, watching this video,
I just think Will's big as fuck.
Bro, watching this video over, it's like,
bro, okay. I'm big as fuck. Did you not see the Dubai Pro? All them 6 foot dudes who stood.
But you're still a complete mainstream look, bro, to where you're balanced. Like, he still has proportions that make things like his shoulders and his arms are so big.
The only thing that he has on me is his arms.
His chest is big as shit too.
His arms are big.
Don't get me wrong. It fits on his physique because he has a big structure, right? So the flow it flows well.
So, but that's the thing. Everybody say that you guys are picking body parts based off of if Will was shorter, hell yeah, his arms would be fucking big. He's fucking 6'2". His arms are not that big.
But
That's the
like
same
Alex
shit
said,
that
the
you said.
variables that are going to be controlled, you got to take into account. Like Medi isn't always on, and Will isn't always on. So then we're going off of both guys that are on.
Hold
The
on, hold on, hold on,
probability of
hold on,
both
hold
of
on.
them being on probably isn't even going to be. It's not going to be that close.
And off Medi though is like it's like a Corey Morris effect. Like the off Medi is still a high floor. Like because his conditioning is still going to be there. If anything, his posing might be off, and his
I've seen Medi off, and I know last year at Olympia he was 5th or 6th call out. So I do think that when Medi is off, he does move back far. I don't think that he could be off, and like he might be off of this show, and he could be out of the top 4. I've seen it at Alabama when I got 3rd when Victor Ramirez won.
I think personally, just looking at this,
I haven't seen either of them recent updates though.
Okay, hold on.
Will is going to tower this lineup.
Okay, Aaron,
and
put your guys.
That's the look that I think they're going to pull for.
Put your guys in order.
You have Jack Sullivan judging.
That's a good point too. Because wait, didn't Jack judge fucking St. Pete where he won? I think he did.
But that could be a good and bad thing. Because what if he isn't as good as St. Pete?
If he's not as good as St. Pete, he probably won't win.
Yeah.
But if he's just as close,
yeah,
bro,
that's where consistency comes in. Because if they've seen him better, but you also have other guys that are in this too that made a lot of improvements. Ryan Clark made a lot of improvements too. And then you got Joe Lee.
I love Ryan Clark too, but Ryan ain't not. I love Ryan. Ryan, don't take this wrong, because I respect you too. I respect your grind. I respect the hustle, but I don't think Ryan is nowhere near Medi in any of those categories. And then when you put Will next to Will, it's the same effect that I had in Dubai.
But Ryan's beat Medi.
I've stood next to most of these guys and made them look little. Yeah. I think Will's going to do that exact same thing in this lineup. It's the lineup that you present. And if Will is on,
well,
is Will the only 6-footer in this lineup? Because he could look like the orange.
Yes, bro. You got Ryan Clark, Joseph Lee, TJ.
Yeah.
Everybody you're going to put in your first call out, Will's going to make them look like little ass boys. Period.
If TJ, okay, if I'm not TJ, I'm sorry. If Will can bring the package or an improved package that he did for St. Pete, then I can lean your way by saying he's going to win.
Bro, he's been working. He's a silent worker. He's a father.
I'm not saying he's not, bro. You got a soft spot for for men's physique athletes who got kids.
I do. That shit is fucking hard. This shit is hard with kids.
You have to understand. I am a tall guy who stands over 6'2" and praying that Will makes a statement. I need it, brother. Brother, stand 10 toes and get the job done. But I've only seen.
Hey, Will, hold on. Will, don't make me look bad, bro.
Yeah.
Don't you do that?
No, Will's got a dope look, bro, and he's still messing.
Johnny Sebastian. Make sure you bring him in right, please.
Put your final predictions in.
I'm gonna go with Will and Medi for the 2. Then I'm gonna go Joseph Lee. I'm going Ryan Clark, Joseph Lee, TJ.
Yeah. Drew.
Medi, Will, Ryan, Joseph, TJ.
Yeah, we're very similar. I think we're just
the same. It's all the same way, especially when it comes to 3 to 5.
Yeah. All right.
We know those 2 are going to be in the top 2 for sure.
No disrespect.
Again, this is all entertainment, guys. That's why I don't like doing all that, because take this shit wrong.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, that other pages don't do. We do recaps. So if we're wrong, we're going to explain and we're going to say, this isn't personal. Like, there's a lot of people that predicted me to not do well or not qualify this year, and I did. And then they come back around and then they're like, no, we always try to keep it mutual to a point to where even if we are wrong, we let them know that, hey, listen, we watched, we're corrected. You did your thing. And then we move on to the next shows the next weekend or whatever's planned.
Right. There's 2 shows this weekend.
Yeah, Daytona, but I'm going to be honest.
I'm excited for this one.
You are?
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why you?
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see Ben, bro.
I was going to say, there's no disrespect to anybody on this list. I'm sorry. I don't know. I haven't seen that a lot of their updates, but I don't see a way Ben's losing this. I really don't. I think
I'm excited just specifically for Ben. I want to see
100%.
what the year off did. I seen his pictures with JM.
Didn't he lose a show where this was the same fucking shit?
I think Hurricane last year before Olympia.
It was Optimum, wasn't it?
And everybody was like, Ben finna win this show.
Hurricane
got smacked.
Hurricane, he was fourth or third. I'm not sure, but seeing how he looks now, I've never seen Ben this hard, especially in the core. Ben's not necessarily the most vascular guy, but I'm seeing a lot more vascular than I've ever seen in the past from him. His core's crazy. His back has came up a ton. He's full, especially being as depleted as he is right now. He's full. And then the last slide on here, like he's grainy as fuck when he's posing. I think it's the last one. Yeah. I mean, that's Ben's physique. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, he's got a small waist, so I mean, I really can't say anything. I mean, I like Ben. I've always liked his physique. There's certain things obviously that I could critique, but I'm not here to do that. I'm just saying.
Who's his coach?
I'll be honest with you. So he works under zero gravity, but he calls his own shots.
Well, it's working.
I'm gonna tell you right
now. But
now.
He's been doing that for a while, so he's not new to this.
I know he probably know what he's doing, but do not fuck this up because this is gonna fuck your chances for that. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, I know that
nobody's.
I don't want to speak his business, but I did speak with him recently, and he did say the feedback that he got from the Minions were to do this show. So I think he looks good. I think this is again the best he's looked. His back has improved.
It's the most condition I've seen him in full.
Let me see his back.
It was like a side angle.
I don't think that's it.
He doesn't have anything recent. I think in the slide with JM, he had something with Gary Udit.
What's today? Oh yeah, this was 14 days. This was 2 weeks ago.
I mean, how when you look at a physique and you're just that's men's physique. That's men's physique.
Yeah,
and that's
Ben is balanced. He's balanced. He has a front and he has a back.
That's the thing. I don't.
He's still lagging certain.
Ben has the men's physique look as well. So the thing is I don't know why or what his placements has been, or what were the reasons for his placements. But Ben, don't get me wrong. Like Ben got a good look.
I thought once he last year's Olympia, and I thought I
what?
I truthfully thought he should have placed higher last year's Olympia. There was a few people who walked out who wowed me. I remember Kaiki wowed the shit out of me. His conditioning, but Ben was one of those guys too. When I was like, oh shit, I probably the best I've seen him. But
what was the feedback the judges gave him at the O?
I mean, not to give his business out, but grow specific areas
because he's taller.
Yeah, I mean,
so he just needs to make things more proportionate. He's that guy that's I think 20 pounds under the cap, or I think his cap was like 217. I've talked to him before. I mean, he has room to put on that size.
217. He's my height.
I think he's like 6'1", right?
Yeah, he's my height. He should be
6'1".
292.
No. I'm sorry. His cap is 217. I think he's 6.
He's probably right at 6 foot or 6 something.
Yeah. So,
I know mine is at 232. That's my cap, and I'm at 6. They measured me at 6'1" and 3/4.
He weighed this morning at 2 or 1. Was it 200 or something? So he's well under his cap. Well,
I think he's always been around that on stage.
But that's the thing. If he's that, I'm not saying he's slim, but if he's that on that smaller end, he has to continue to put on size.
Yeah, but
I don't think it's an upper body thing. I think it's legs. To be more balanced, it's going to just be the legs.
See, that's funny.
And it's not that his legs are small. I think it's just his muscle bellies.
Go back to that other shot.
His insertions in his legs.
With Ben?
Yeah.
I talked to him and he said the feedback that he got from Mannion's also was that his legs were proportional. So which ones?
Which one was it? Go
The
to
one with JM
slide. Yeah,
where he's
go to
posing.
the slide one. I think he's already, yeah.
I think he's the best poser in
It's
Memphis.
the only other thing he's nice with it. The
Yes.
only other thing that I think he would have to do is his the upper shelf. I think it's his front delt that's not complete across. That's
Yeah,
connecting to
it's
part
gonna be
right.
his chest. When you're this low under the weight cap, there's no doubt that you're still gonna have to put on some size to fill it out. But I do think that
I think his chest looks full.
It's full, but it's just not. You need more fiber in there. You need more muscle tissue.
It definitely improved from last year.
but like I said, for this lineup, there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to.
He better win.
That's what I'm excited for. It hypes me up seeing a guy like that took a whole year off and being on stage. I know he's been hyping it up and talking that shit. So it's like you said, it either could really help you or ultimately it could really fuck you up. So you can't come off for this show. Like you put all your eggs in one basket for obviously the Olympia, but before then, this is kind of like that warm up to qualify before. It just, I hope he nails it. You know, I don't see a reason why he wouldn't, you know, because I'm seeing these pictures and, you know, I know it doesn't lie, especially with him not using filters and stuff. I think he's right where he needs to be. So if anything, he looks pretty full for going into peak week.
I don't ever fall for Instagram photos. I'm not saying like him specifically, in general.
You can't fall for that
I
shit
will
because
never do that shit.
don't nobody look like that in person.
Nobody. Zero.
Nobody.
0%.
Like even the Dubai Pro. So everybody hyping it up like, oh, such and such is going. Oh yeah. Like, I'm like, okay. I see them in person. I'm like, this who y'all think finna beat me? Okay.
Because you're used to seeing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
It's not
you
even
know your
that, but
ammo
it's
though.
not.
You know your ammo. You know when you go backstage, like what physique is, and like, okay, yeah, dude could be fucking massive and peeled and whatever, but you know your proportions.
But that's the thing, though.
You
I know
know.
that, but there's so many people, the outsiders looking at Instagram, and all of a sudden, because they look a certain way, oh, they got a shot to beat Aaron. Blah, blah.
Somebody that they prefer, like a physique that they would rather have, they think is superior
Yeah.
to the criteria. Like, hey, I rather look like this guy. Like, there's physiques that I like that aren't even in the top 15. Like, I like Mauro Fiolo's physique. I think he's nasty, like with conditioning, everything, but he's not a top 20 guy. He's not. I don't even think he qualified this year, but he was like a second call out half the year. To me, that's a physique that I'm like, damn, I would like to have that physique. Like, I
But
think
it
he's
looked good
impressive.
on Instagram.
Yeah,
It looked good on Instagram.
I like
haven't
I
his.
mean,
seen
he
it.
still looks good in person, but there's things that are just missing when it comes
Yeah.
to, okay, being exposed on stage and being next to a taller frame guy or something. But I mean,
Yeah.
he's got a really dope look. Like, that's just an example that I'm giving. Like, there's guys that I really like, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna, you know, win a show. I still have to go off the criteria if I'm going to do predictions.
Yep. This is how I think it's going to be. To get ranked, to be in that top 15, you're going to need to have a great structure. In order to break into that top, say, 8, you're going to need to nail your conditioning with having good structure. And you need to be balanced from front to back. I think that's what's going to get you ranked.
Said it better.
The structure. And then from there to break past that, I believe it's going to be making sure you have that balance, and then of course conditioning
Everything.
So that's what's going to happen.
There's like levels, like tiers, to where you're like, okay, you might have one freaky body part. Okay, whatever. That's like the 4th tier, and then you crack into that 3rd tier with having like good structure, conditioning, and then least amount of weaknesses, complete front to back, and the conditioning and structure, and then to be in that top 5, that's like we talk about elite.
All right,
you know, to where there's no flaws.
Quick physique reviews. We're only going to do a few of them. I know a lot of people have been asking us to do this. Aaron, they love your critiques, brother. So we'll keep it short for these, but
I got a critique for you. Your boy just went bald headed too.
Oh shit! Hold up. I like it.
I got
And
a
they got the
pretty bald head.
beard.
You got a nice round head.
Come on, man.
Your
Come
mom
on,
didn't
man.
drop you when you were a baby.
Wait. Are you rocking that for the Olympia?
No.
Oh. Why'd you
I
cut
just didn't want I just didn't want to cut my beard. So I was like, let me just do something else
I
different.
noticed that. I'm like, he got ready to go to the Manion's gym.
No.
Just did it. He just did it.
Looks clean.
I was fucked up. Like this shit was everywhere. No, I just got a little cut. Like,
We're starting to look like twins.
Bro,
yeah, we are.
look at this shit.
My shit don't connect though. That's why I don't do beards.
It looks good. It looks like it connects to me.
I think it looks good.
That shit don't connect.
Yeah, mine don't see. Mine do the same shit, bro. Look right here.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
look,
the
we're all
most
related.
part.
All right, real quick. Let's Devontae Black. I believe he was 3.5 weeks out, September 4th. So that means he's about 1 week out now. This is a recent update 1 week ago. So first thing that I see here, definitely need to bring that conditioning in, brother.
You better start cardioing up right now.
Yeah, I would definitely
got enough size to last you till Christmas. It just
Yeah,
you
I
got to
was gonna
really
say
push.
you could actually sacrifice fullness and pop in order to bring in that next level conditioning.
I would try to start making his body sensitive right now.
Yeah,
You better start doing 6 lows.
If you're not doing this already, and I'm not self-coaching you, I can promise you this. Don't hesitate, to push your body to extremes. What I mean by that is, go zero carb if you have to, because you have the potential, man. Push yourself. Because I do think, like I said, if you can bring in that conditioning, you have the natural fullness.
He's got a good look.
He's naturally bubbly. He's naturally bubbly. Who's this coach?
Quit training them arms.
Just needs to bring in those. One way to gauge the conditioning, see how his obliques are starting to kind of shadow through.
Yeah.
Needs to have that super saran wrap tight. Don't worry about anything else. That's where you're going to gauge it, because that's where you're holding water and all these slides that I saw. Because I actually checked this out. Like, you got enough arms. You don't even got to train arms. Don't even look at training arms. Don't even carry the grocery bag in from the store.
Stop.
Like, don't even do any of that. Just keep doing back. Do cardio. Chest is good. Keep hitting chest. Shoulders, the proportion, symmetry, everything looks dope. The posing's great. Posing looks really good.
Yeah, good posing.
Really smooth.
Good natural fullness is push for that deep level of conditioning and separation to the midsection. Because again, if you're top 3 conditioned in your class, I can't see many people beating you. So put it that way. So again, a guy with tons
you come in condition, it'll be a threat at a national level show. But like you said, it's being conditioned. Anybody could be big. Anybody could be big, but being conditioned, that's where it fucking hurts. That's why people don't want to do it.
Absolutely. Like, that's why I'm suffering right now. I'm tired of shit.
Tell me about it, bro. It's part of it. We didn't really chop up too much about the prep feels at the beginning. I was on a little bit later, but I mean, prep for me has actually been
hard.
I would say the most difficult prep mentally, as far as I've never been a foodie, but craving stuff and being really hungry and just like, I'm not new to this. It's after every show, usually I'll have a cheat, but I haven't done any shows in months. Like, I kind of just really dialing in this conditioning because we're playing with the new peak. So you want to be ready early. So, Aaron talking about the 6 low days, I had 3 low days, but it was the lowest my food's ever been in all 9 years of competing for me. So for me, it wasn't rushing getting ready early. It was just getting ready earlier just so we could play with new peaks. So like refilling out and then, going back to the low days. And it was more of like a mental switch for me, something different that I haven't done. So
I'll be honest with you, bro, like that's kind of the thing. Like, I'm at that point where, like, if I'm not suffering, I feel like I'm not doing something right. Like, I hate that.
Exactly.
But it's also like, holy shit, the little things that I'm trying to do on a day-to-day, like, I have to convince myself to get up to the bathroom. Like, I have to, I have my schedule. Like, people ask, how do I, with all the business shit, with all like the content stuff that I do, how do I structure? Bro, my day is so structured to the point I get up and all of my important things that need to be done, that have to have my mental capacity, has to be done
before you do it first,
before I completely clock out. Like, I have to my YouTube videos, like in the men's physique recap videos or whatever, before I go to the gym. Otherwise, my brain won't work. I have to do all my client check-ins before, first thing in the morning when my brain is still like functioning.
In the same way.
You
In the
know,
same
so
way, when you get the food coming in and it's like that first meal, and then you got like 5 more meals the rest of the day, you know
yes.
that you got to pace it out because I can't do it at the end of the night. That's where I want to relax and watch some TV and just kind of doze off. And that's a
Bro,
struggle because it's hard to even focus. If you're
bro,
really in this delirious state, it's like you can't even, you watch your favorite show, like watching football is like hard to watch because
I
you're
fall
so
asleep.
fatigued and dead.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm like excited. I'm like, yes, football season's finally here. Something to do at
Yeah.
night. Bro, I fall asleep after the first quarter. Ridiculous.
Yep.
All right, real quick. Dalton, a lot of people tagged him. So shout out to your friends. All right, let's take a look at his physique. So let's first say he competed August 18th, summer shredding, won the overall, is this men's physique division.
Damn,
Uh,
they gave $1,000 for that show.
bro, bro, at the championships, they gave
Yeah.
10,000.
Shit.
And bro, two of my clients won it last year.
That's NPC, right?
No,
It's
that's
not.
no.
Okay.
That's
I was
the
wondering.
that's the problem. MPC would never.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll save that for another conversation. But does he have any fucking recent updates?
That must have been a transformation bid.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some recent
Let's
ones.
see here.
All right, so
Got a good look.
yeah, dude looks good.
Definitely practices his posing. Looks comfortable.
Don't hit that shot.
I think it stands just a tad too wide.
Yeah.
Yep. So do not hit your
Bring
two hand
that foot in a little bit.
Don't hit your two hand on. Hit your one hand on.
He did a Ventura step as a reverse step, which is different. Drop arms a little bit more.
Yep.
And back pose.
Okay. So, oh no,
He looked good. I mean, for 6 weeks out, and obviously,
Aaron, you want to get him?
You gotta one move that back foot up just a tad, turn that knee out just a tad, straighten that left leg, like because that's gonna let you be able to maneuver your waist back and forth. You know what I mean? So you got to straighten that left leg, bring that right leg up, and at least go to 11 to 12 o'clock on that right foot.
100%.
And
So
put more of your weight on that left foot because it's like you're leaning back in your pose a little bit. You want to be over your body in a sense.
He couldn't send it any better. So it's called breaking the hip, right? So you want to break the hip and have about, we'll say 75, 80% pressure going into this planet left foot. And then you want to have your right foot for you. This is our left if you're watching it. You want your toe to be facing the judges and you want your knee to also be in that same alignment. You don't want your knee to go inwards, right? You want a broad presence and you want your joints. So your knee joints and your, what is that? I don't even know what that's called.
ankle.
Thank you. Ankle joint to be all in alignment and a broader presence. So when you're collapsing this way, it kind of makes you feel smaller, right? And then I personally like your one hand off hip better than your two hand on. But overall, good poser. From what I can see here in your photos, look like you have pretty fucking solid conditioning. Definitely a little bit more size at the national.
He's got the men's physique look.
Yeah, here we got some more.
Definitely has the men's physique look. It's going to take time. And another thing is, obviously, he's posing with sweatpants on and shoes. Obviously, for critiques, we didn't obviously tell him how to do it. But when I coach my clients for posing specifically, I have them barefoot because, for one, you don't have shoes on stage. So it's almost better to kind of pivot and learn how to feel for the floor to find your angles because it could be different with shoes, even if they're flat footed, and also with shorts on. So it's one thing to kind of take in account when you are practicing posing because it's another way for me to assess how you're working.
And drop your elbows here. You're opening up too wide, right? Drop elbows. Think if there was a marble on your shoulders, it would roll off, right? So you want to drop elbows just a little bit, and then you're still going to keep that width, so don't worry about that. But you're also going to add a little bit more thickness and density overall.
He's got a good look.
Yeah, good look, man. I think he's gonna do really well in the men's physique division.
Time to go to the MPC.
He's going there. That's the cool thing.
The thing is, you think like it's I want to stay natural. Even if you're natural, go to the MPC. It's better competition. It's going to be even more competitive for you, and I think it'll motivate you more.
You're wrong. You're
You
wrong.
don't think so?
To be honest,
Bro, have you
to be
seen
honest,
some of these guys at Somerset?
CG got a hell of
Bro,
a program.
bro, have you seen some of these guys at
Power
Somerset?
to him. Like
It's
he
in
got
fucking
a hell of a hell. Bro, when I was looking at those guys, those natural guys in classic, and I said,
bro. No, keep in mind, they're not natural.
what
It's not a natural federation. They have one natural division. It's called the Fit Physique.
division?
Yeah, it's a division. And that guy didn't win the natural division, so he could be enhanced. So
That's how much I know.
bro, I'm telling you. Look, think about it. Anton, the 19-year-old classic guy, won the overall
Yeah.
there.
True.
Who else? Put it this way. Just last year, 4 people who competed there then went on to USA's or nationals and got their pro card that same year in the same movement. And the guy, his name is Jacob something. He's natural, but he does not look natural. Like, let me show you this guy real quick. He won summer shredding. Dude looked fucking insane, and then went over to Ben Wieters, and he won the natural. What the fuck is it? No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that Anton kid that he actually trains at the Iron Revolution out here in New Jersey. He looks dope, bro.
Yeah,
He's got some crazy wheels. I definitely think that he has a Bumstead-esque physique. Just needs more time, needs more detail, muscle maturity in that upper body, but his legs are fucking wild. He definitely is an athlete. He's definitely a guy that just was an athlete and had good genetics on top of a good ethic, because you could tell, like, at that age, nobody looks like that.
no.
He's like 22, or he was 22 when he went
This is
pro.
the
It's
guy.
crazy.
This guy won the natural division. Dude looks nuts, man.
Yeah.
Like, he won. This is first place in natural. Like,
Hey,
Oh,
you got to hit a bicep pose like that on stage.
this is the guy who won the classic overall. Not bad. Crazy legs.
I ever tell you the first experience I ever went to? This is before I ever was a pro. I actually coached a kid that he did the OCB, and I was there, and it almost is like being at a circus. Like, they have a guy like on the mic, and then they introduce you, and then they play your song, and you come out and you do like a T-walk, and they're hitting front double biceps and front lat spreads and back double biceps. The dude literally planted his left foot and smacked his calf and then hit a back double bicep, and he was immense physique.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
And the guy on the mic hypes it up the whole time. He's like, "Yeah, look at that cat. Look at that back double bicep." It was the wildest thing. I thought it was pretty interesting, but it was dude, it was like I was on a Saturday Night Live skit. Like, compared to what I knew in MPC, it was wild, because it's so different. We're so used to how it's ran now, especially being at a pro level. So you go to a different organization, and it was just so crazy.
Yeah. I don't.
I'm gonna shut
No disrespect to those other federations, man, but and even OCB sometimes, like, the side poses are one thing, but when they allow those guys to do all the crazy shit on stage, it's too much.
Let me say one thing. There is only one pro card that is validated in bodybuilding, and it's an IFBB pro card. Whatever anybody else says,
People hate you.
the only one that counts is an IFBB pro card. And you could go pro naturally. I believe I went pro naturally in 2019. It can be done. It can be done. You have to have really, really good fucking genetics. But I'm just saying, for example, who watches the XFL? I mean, or you watch the NFL. You know what I mean? Like, there's other organizations, but I do think it's more of a shortcut.
natural. First,
you know how many people are going to comment saying you're a liar? But here's the thing. I can tell yeah, but I can tell you're natural there compared to
every meal.
Compared to how you are now, that's how I would know. I remember Cam Harris. I don't know if you remember Cam Harris.
Yep.
I remember
to the gram.
Welcome
back to the gram.
I remember in 2018, he beat me at Junior Nats and he won his pro card. And I remember him saying he was natural. And I'm like, there's no way this motherfucker's natural. I was natural. I'm like, I don't look like that.
Bro,
and then I remember after he went pro, I remember watching him blow up, and I'm like, now it makes sense. Now I believed he was natural then, because then he took off, you know. But he was a prime example of it. You don't understand.
That shit was natural.
Yeah,
that shit was natural, and people was like, bro, there's no way you're natural, bro. This shit is natty.
Yeah,
like
elite genetics, bro.
All right, real quick, let's give this guy some love. Dean, a few weeks. That's still a good look.
You were built like a square back then before the taper.
That shit looks so stupid.
Dean, overall, brother, you look good, man. Definitely want to grow the legs a little bit more to balance out your physique. Just generally put on size. I think conditioning is solid. Like I said, added detail would be something that really helps you. You actually have pretty good chest insertions. I think just, again, adding a little bit more 3D pop to your overall look is going to be everything. Fix this leg here.
Once he fills that frame out,
Yeah.
he'll look good.
Yeah. I mean, again, like you can clearly see the guy is.
It's all there. It's just faint. Needs to pop it out.
Yeah.
Reinflating the pool raft. It's all there. You just want to bring out the bubbly look.
100%.
You can tell he's round. It just peeking through. So keep doing. Your conditioning's there. You add some size, then you bring that same condition. It's going to be a complete look.
Fix that that leg or the non-dominant leg here in your front shot, and again, kind of stop it from
straighten it out a little bit. Don't dip it.
I think that's going to help you a lot. But overall, man, don't be in a rush to get your ass kicked. If I were you, I would aim to try to add at least 7 more pounds of tissue before you touch the stage again, because your physique is there. You just need to add to it. You know, some people don't have the physique, you know, but you have it. So use that as motivation to be patient. Like always, like I said, don't be in a rush to get your ass kicked. But overall, I think he's another dad. So Aaron probably so overall,
hey, power to you, man. I gotta keep telling people, bro. This shit hard, man.
It is. All right.
It's hard.
Do you guys want to get through some few questions? Do you guys have anything you want to say? Good.
I'm cool with the
No,
questions.
man, just shit. Everybody who's competing at this Mr. Olympia, man, just we know the weeks are getting fucking tough, man. Shit, we're all going through the same shit everyone's going through. We're all getting our stupid asses up at fucking 4 a.m., 5 a.m. doing fasted cardio
You're
or whenever.
early, bro.
I'm always up early, bro. I'll be up. You be.
I'll text you. It's like 6 a.m. my time. This motherfucker's up. It's like 3 a.m. his time. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
I'm up, bro. And my piece, I have my piece schedule now. This is so fucking weird.
Yeah, no.
But so my piece schedule is literally when I go to bed at 8:39. My first piece session is around 11:30. And the second one is literally.
Wait, you said pee?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
When you drink enough water,
And
your pee
like the last time I pee in the middle of the night is either between like 3:30 and 4 a.m. in the morning. And then next thing you know, my fucking alarm is going off at fucking 5 o'clock, fasted cardio.
Bro, that is wild. My pee schedule is like, I go to bed, I fall asleep by like 9:30, in bed by like 8. And then I'll have my first piece at 12 to 12:30. My next one is like 2 to 2:30, and the other one is about. I'm dead serious, bro. And the next one is like 45.
It's crazy. It's crazy because one thing I started to do was look at the damn. I know once I start looking at my phone, I fucking get caught sometimes.
Yes,
but I started looking at my phone to see what time I get up, and it's routine. It's around the same time. Your body's a fucking.
You drink the same amount of water every single day, or you just gotta drink intuitively?
No, every day. Same shit every day.
I drink 2 gallons every day, and I noticed that has literally fixed my body to go on the same schedule.
It's an equilibrium, yeah.
Guys, you don't understand.
That drinking the water at the same time too. I drink the same amount of water at the same time every day and have it all in.
Literally.
So,
for me, it's like I try to do my shit at every meal, like
a liter.
I do 5 of these. It's 40 ounces. So I'm a gallon and a half every day. So the thing is, it's when I do that. So it's the morning, then I won't drink it for meal 2 because I know after meal 2 I'm going to the gym. So that's my water for the gym. And then after meal 3, another one, meal 4.
I do the same thing. It's wild.
Meal 5, I'm pretty much kind of done with water, you know.
It's what NPR talks about. When you're all prepping for the Olympia, we talk about our piece schedule.
Literally.
Comment down below your piece schedule.
No,
but that's the thing. But this is the shit people don't talk about, bro. Like, and that's why I love what we do because, bro, we talk about real fucking shit.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought I was the only one
out here fucking censoring shit or talking about shit that is not irrelevant to what we got going on. No, we talk about
Like,
real life
hey,
shit.
how you
We
feeling?
talk about how we feel. We talk about our P schedule. We talk about PED. Like we talk about this shit, bro. Like, and that's what I respect, and I think that's what a lot of people do respect about what we do is because, bro, we ain't sugarcoating shit on here. We not.
It's what they want to hear. That's why
All right.
people come to this page. They want to learn from, the process, like what goes through your mind. So no better way than to talk about it while we're actually in the process.
In the process, like
You guys
literally.
think we're gonna fit in a podcast down in Las Vegas, even if we're not
I
together?
think we can, but we got to do it. We got to do it Monday, the 7th. We have to do it.
Okay, I was okay. I
If
was gonna say Monday or Tuesday.
if we can, and I can. I think I got a buddy who got a.
We don't have to do it in person. We don't have to do it in person. I'm saying like even if we're laying down late night or
I
something,
I don't get there till Tuesday.
I
Okay,
get
we
there.
can do it.
I get there Monday morning.
Okay.
But again, it's probably better if we're not all together because we're gonna be in Houston a
No,
couple
I
weeks.
think we got to be together, bro, because the shit's gonna be comedy.
We
And
gotta we gotta do
it's
something
gonna
for
give us that energy. It's gonna give us that
I
energy
want to do a
for.
lift together with each other, and then we can have like a YouTube video talking about shit, like
Why don't
almost.
we just do that and have Johnny and them record the whole shit, or just
Yeah,
even go YouTube live?
yeah, we can do that too.
So
Yeah,
go
I'm
YouTube
cool with just
live,
being
Men's
off
Physique,
the script and just having content.
Men's
yeah.
Physique Radio live YouTube. Let's say 12 p.m. on the 7th. When do you get in
Yeah,
on Tuesday?
that's good.
I'm Tuesday.
But what time?
I think 11 a.m. early. I
I'm
gotta
down.
double check.
I'm down for whatever. I just when it comes to Thursday, like I'm turning my brain off.
Oh, I
And
ain't doing shit. Like after Tuesday, that's why I'm you didn't hear me say Wednesday. I'm
yeah,
not doing shit either.
fair enough, fair enough.
No.
But
We,
yeah, I got
we'll
this.
definitely play it by ear. Obviously, we're all gonna still be communicating in the group chat too. So play it by ear. Obviously, if there's anything you guys need or need me to work around something, I could definitely do that. But I'm the oddball out on Tuesday.
I
But
have a photographer coming. I have Johnny, the best videographer of all time, coming. I
happy
have
birthday, Johnny.
happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Johnny.
my guy.
I have Trey ready, like all my guys. Like, then I have my reel guy who said he will prioritize that weekend having reel done that same day, and I have
Bro.
graphic
So
designer.
let me tell y'all, the content that we're gonna push that weekend, because when I tell you, you got your people coming, I also got my people coming, and I got Dragon Farmers whole content team coming. Bro, they're gonna follow me everywhere I go. Like they might follow me where I shit too.
Oh,
So who
and
knows?
Christian Guzman is coming too, and he's
So
sweet.
no, bro, this shit gonna be epic. So I'm excited for it, man.
At Meet the Olympians, we definitely gotta, even if we do an intro or something, I wanna do something to where
I'm gonna
we
send
could
you.
all do something together.
Yeah, your shirts will be in the next couple of days.
Sweet.
Meet the Olympians. We're gonna have to do that early because I'm gonna tell you right now. Aaron Banks is doing a high and a buy at the Meet the Olympians. Trust me.
Bro, that's when Andre Ferguson got sick, bro. I'm just like, I'm not trying to get sick.
I'm gonna be sitting there in Aaron's line waiting for him to meet him, and he's not even
You
gonna be
won't
there.
you won't meet me. You better pull up to a booth at the expo.
I'll be at the. Are you going to the expo on Friday? You just chilling?
No, I gotta pop up to Elevate.
No, I'm
do
gonna go
some
buy their shit. That's enough. I'm gonna use your code, but I'm gonna
I'm
try
gonna
that.
go I'm gonna go talk to well, I'm gonna go Wolfpack want me to come stop by
We got a new bag
and
coming out.
and yeah, the new
A new
bag.
Olympia bag?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they dropped the teaser to it. I kind of
What
want it.
color?
I don't know what it is,
Color?
but I saw like something like that has 60th on it. So like I'm like,
Ah,
kind of want it now.
that's the thing. I wanted to
Bro,
qualify this year because the
they
60th anniversary is
they've been
different.
dropping hella like sick ass shit lately, Wolfpack.
I needed an
A lot.
upgrade.
I
I
respect
still
it.
got the Olympia one that Alex has too. We had the same bag at the show
Yeah.
when
Bro,
we did
you know
Optimum.
I had 11 Wolfpack bags
What? Oh, and
Yeah,
one
stop
show?
winning them.
because they kept getting every year I would get two
Oh yeah.
because literally they would give all the athletes one, and then the people who got on stage at the press conference also got another one. So it was,
Oh shit.
like
Wait,
double.
so we all get one or no?
I, think we should.
Oh, I'll be dope. All right, let's get through these questions. I'm about to waiting.
Yeah, let's run it because yep, let's run that.
Touch on using sweeteners and sauces in a prep over.
Those just ended. I'm so fucking upset. So upset.
How can it affect your physique? I'm going to quickly go over this because it was personal. This one personal to me.
Insulin sensitivity with sweet stuff.
Yes, this is somebody who holds a lot of water. Like I naturally hold water. So when I pull water closer to a show in peak week, it is very common for me to drop 7 pounds in peak week alone. So sodium control is everything. I don't use sauces. I don't use seasonings on my food. The only thing that I use in prep is salt packets. It sucks at first, but I'm telling you right now, you've learned to love the simple foods and simple things.
Salt packet?
Yeah, just literally salt
packets.
packets.
You don't use salt for your food?
Yeah, I do salt packets, 3 per meal. I don't use any sauces. I don't use any seasonings, nothing. I've been using them in over a year. And don't get me wrong.
So you don't measure your salt.
I used, but by salt.
It's just the packet. He buys it in bulk and probably just uses packets.
You don't measure your salt.
No, but I measure it by
you can't, by the packet. You can't measure. You need to stop doing that, boy.
The fuck you mean?
That ain't.
He's gonna start doing. He's gonna start doing it the way that we're doing it.
Bruh,
you know what I mean?
That is, bruh. That's not the same amount of fucking salt in every package, Alex.
Yeah, but
it's like a bag of chips, half air, half chips.
It's always different enough to control the variable. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy.
I would think those packages are small, and that's not even a quarter of a teaspoon.
Bro, I just use 3 per meal.
Yeah,
you salt packets.
It's not regulated. It's always different. Aaron's like, wait, you don't measure it?
If y'all just trying to, hey, from a brother to a brother, I'm just trying to help you out. That's it. I want you to look your absolutely fucking best. And the thing is, yes, that's something you've done for probably a lot of your preps, but that shit is not controlled.
Okay, I'm changing that for my peak week. And when I'm standing next to you, I'll say,
start changing this shit now. You don't want to change it in peak week because it's gonna fuck you up.
It's gonna fuck you up because then you're not gonna know what your body gonna.
That's probably why you're dropping. Your body's not balanced, so you don't have the same amount of salt. Maybe it's within the ballpark, but you can't go by ballpark. It's almost like having an eyeball amount of chicken every meal. You know what I'm saying?
Same dumbass shit, quarter teaspoon on fucking top of your food, bro. Just do a quarter of a teaspoon.
That pink salt, right?
It's enough.
Okay. But to simply answer the question, it's very important. It helps control the fluctuation. So if you're noticing your weight is dramatically changing night over night or day over day, a good chance is simply because you're not controlling your sodium. And again, probably because you're not drinking enough water as well. So it's small things that add up. Not to mention gut issues can occur if you're overdoing the sauces and seasonings. I used to be one of those guys who would literally put pounds of seasonings on my food just to change to create some added flavor on it.
Said pounds.
It was nasty. Like I'm serious, it was fucking nasty. How much I would do was nasty. And that really fucked my gut up. And as the second I switched to just salt packets and controlling my sodium even more, I noticed more consistency in the scale. I noticed less bloating at night because I remember my weight would fluctuate almost like 11 pounds from morning to night. And then I would flush it all out at night. Yeah, bro, it was bad. I mean,
a lot. That's
when I had a lot of sodium throughout the day, bro.
You want to be between that 3 and 5 range. No, 11.
Yeah, you're a drifter, bro, and that's because sodium is water soluble. It's like a sponge. So if you're getting a different amount every time, your body's not circulating that water. So then your body thinks it has enough sodium, but if it doesn't, it's pushing out all that water out of the muscle cell. So then you're waking up flat and a little softer looking.
Yeah. So it's important, guys. All right. Best way to break into the fitness industry on the business side without social media, Aaron?
Put your money where your mouth is. You got to do it. You can't be scared of fucking taking that risk, bro. And I'm so grateful for my girl that I have right now, and because she's only pushed me and put my mind in a certain area to where, like I told y'all that I'm starting a business. I would have never have done this. But like after winning the Dubai Pro, is like, bro, you got to start putting this money somewhere. Like you got to start making it work for you. So yeah, I like fancy things and buying shit. That's always gonna be there, but what is gonna show when you're done? Like what? Like you gonna be broke? Like no. So start investing, and you don't have to invest big, invest small. You don't have to use fitness, but if you have a platform for fitness, you got to use your body to sell it.
Yep. I'm going to say this. I don't like the fact that you said without social media. If you're saying without a social media presence, that's different. You don't have to have a massive social media presence to be
Oh,
successful online. I think you just need to maximize the audience that you do have, right? So again, you got to realize the cool thing about social media and specifically YouTube, Instagram, it's an algorithm. So like you can put content out there and it shows it to people who, have trends of liking that content or viewing that content. So I don't have million followers, but I have reels that have over 1 million views, 6 million views. So like it's just one of those things that you create content and you'll be more surprised about how to maximize your audience. That's the first step. When I first started online coaching, I never had a big audience. I remember I put a posting out, I got a handful of clients, and from that it all stemmed. So again, I think from there,
and also, and just to even add on to that, you you got to get people to believe in you.
yeah, because you don't sound like you believe in yourself, bro.
That's what I
Like,
was going to say. My biggest thing is find your people, network. Look at what we're doing
Uh,
right now. We don't do this and make money at it. All the money, we're actually putting more money into this than what we're even making, but make your money make you money. So if
but
I
here's the
win
thing:
5 grand at a show, put it back in, invest in what you love,
right.
because I don't chase the money. I chase the passion. The money comes.
But the thing is, and you and Alex have said this, and I've wanted to hit on it, that yes, we don't make money from this, but we make opportunities that make us money from
Open
this.
doors. Exactly. That's why I said network.
Yeah.
It's like, for
So
example, I got a nice car. I bought a Z06 this year. So when I go to car shows, that's something that me and my dad like to do. You know how many like-minded people that I find? Like, I'm that guy that has a guy for everything. If you want your roof done, if you want siding in your house, you want new tile. From networking, from simple conversations about talking about a car, I can meet other people that have nice cars, and obviously they got the money for those cars by doing things that they love. You network and you get to talk, and then it creates more opportunities for you to level up. And maybe they have something you want to invest in. Maybe you have something they want to invest in. Maybe they'll want you to train them or something like that. And then you build that relationship, you build that rapport, and you never know how it's going to come back around and help you and benefit you. But don't do it for the benefit. Do it because you enjoy it, and that's what I love to do. Go out, meet new people, network, get to find like-minded people, whether it's
and
bodybuilding
don't
or not.
and don't be scared to go meet people. Like a lot of people get intimidated with meeting people who got maybe more money or more materialistic shit. Like, no, go. You know how many people I've asked that got millions in Fresno? Bro, how'd you get that?
Yeah.
How'd you get? They look at me like I'm crying. No, I'm serious. Like, how did you get that? Y'all see those little stupid kids that be on YouTube? Hey, bro, what do you do for a living? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. It's like if you see someone who is successful or
Learn.
you
Yeah.
see a lifestyle like that, don't be afraid to ask that person. But you got to ask them in the right way. But it's introduce yourself. Again, that smile is your resume. Your energy is your resume.
Exactly.
If you present yourself to certain people and you talking like you got some sense, they're more open to giving you advice, helping you. You know what I mean? I got one of my
Have
buddies.
sense. Keyword sense. Don't just ask
Yeah,
somebody. It'd be able to
yeah, you gotta have
communicate.
sense. I had a couple buddies that I met like that, and I mean he's very, very extremely well off, and it's you. I don't know who that is, but you have to. When I met him, I was looking at his lifestyle like, bro, there's no. How did you get this?
Yeah.
Like this is out of this world. And just listening to him, his mindset, bro, that like he ain't even got to give you advice. You just watch what he do. And especially if you around him enough, you're gonna start picking up habits.
never be the smartest person in the room, never be
Ever.
the richest person in the room, right? Just make sure that you surround yourself with people who continuously elevate you, man. Like
That
whether
part.
that's testing your levels For example, I think we all add value to each other in different ways. I truly
Right.
believe, whether it's me trying to give business perspective or social media content, I lean on Drew heavy. And then I know Aaron in general. I mean, championship mindset. How do you how do you manage this, with your kids? How's your perspective on that? All of these things, so I think it's extremely important, that you surround yourself with people who are not only like-minded, but who also, kind of just simply by their day-to-day motivate you and push you to be better, in your day-to-day. Best gym you've ever trained at? I'll say DMV ironing.
Bev's gym.
Binus.
What is it?
The Binus gym in Dubai.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That
Fuck,
shit's
that
out
gym
of
is
this
nuts.
Is that the one that you had the videos at?
Yeah, bro, it's like 3 different fucking floors.
Bro,
Yeah.
3 different restaurants,
Crazy.
3 different supplement stores, a nail salon, a hair salon, his own personal office with a deck that oversees it. Bro, it's a pro shop where he got all the apparel, like a boxing gym where TMT Mayweather is his little camp that's in
Yeah.
Dubai there. Like, bro, that gym is out of this world.
No, their technology over there is so far advanced. It'd be cool to go there. I like Bev's just because of the history and just
Yeah.
being a bodybuilder gym and just, walking in there and seeing some of the Olympia trophies that were donated and things like that. Just seeing all the pictures on the wall and the same machines that like Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler have used. And, it just, and it's good equipment too. And it's well maintained. Steve kept it like a time capsule of like the early 80s, 90s.
All right, favorite protein, carb, and fat, one of each. Let's start off with protein. Mine's ground beef.
Chicken.
Eggs.
Carbs. I'm just gonna keep it simple. I love rice. I eat rice.
I can do cream of rice every meal.
Oh shit.
Oh, well, your cream of rice, of course. With all those like cookie butter and shit. Like, I still got to try
fire.
that. I'm waiting to try that. I'd say jasmine
fire, bro.
rice.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you say carb?
Rice. It'd be rice. Yeah.
And fat.
Almond butter, creamy almond butter from Costco.
My squeezable peanut butter, baby. Just found out you can squeeze peanut butter.
There you go with that shit. I just seen that story. You go order the whole ass box.
I'm gonna say egg yolk, an over easy egg yolk. That hits different.
You can't say eggs for protein and
egg whites. I mean, for my protein source, it's the most soluble protein, and for me, I mean, it's satisfying. Put some salt in it.
Like egg whites for your protein source, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
I like egg whites. It's better than dry ass chicken.
Fucking muscle milk.
Dry ass chicken and ground beef. I think I'm allergic to ground beef. Every time I eat it, I cough.
Is that brand still around?
Muscle egg, yeah. Muscle, yeah. I think muscle egg is around. Muscle milk's still around. Some gas stations have it.
That's just nasty. All right, let's see. Let's get one more in here. We got a lot today. Each with a top 10 for Olympia and have it recorded down. Loser has to do something weird. So I think he means basically make a bet.
We got to do it. That's like one that we got to do in person or something.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Because we got to make that an episode.
We'll do it at the workout that we do.
Yeah, I like that. Ooh.
Okay, here's a question. Fuck that question. Here's the question.
All right, what's up?
Who do y'all think gonna push C-Bum this year? Who would y'all think? Yes, there's a couple of different guys that they're trying to build up. There's Wesley. There's
Wesley.
Dino. There's also who got that frame is Eric Wilder.
Wilder.
Guy.
You got Michael Summerfield.
Mike looks stupid, but who looks fucking stupid?
Breon
looks fucking crazy.
People don't understand that Breon beat C-Bum twice.
Bruh, Breon looks crazy.
Stop.
I'm not saying I didn't say nothing, but I'm just saying.
You said pushing him.
I think
I
I
love
think
Breon's physique. He's not going. Breon, his winning Olympia is placing third.
frame is just smaller compared to these other
That's
guys.
it. And I think he has
It's still a
better
size thing.
conditioning. I don't think Chris has nailed his conditioning. Oh, last year he was pretty good.
But it's still, I don't
2022
think it's a
Olympia was his best, in my opinion.
So again, I think that Wesley Vissers, because of structure.
okay. Time out. Can let me address this. The only reason why Wesley has a phenomenal shape, but what draws my eye away from Wesley is
Legs.
yes, but
You go say his
it's
no.
It's the high lats, but he's got a wide, boxy waist.
that waist would never beat C-Bump. Never.
It doesn't flow.
Never.
It throws off the whole flow.
C-Bump has the boom, boom. Like you can't have no boom and boom. Like no, I love it. He's got a great physique, and I see it. I see where they try to see the comparison, but to me, the most comparable person I would think is it would have what, son? What?
My phone came back.
Boy, I'm on a podcast. He's asking for a cell phone right now, ladies and gentlemen. 4-year-old. Say what's up. Say what's up.
What's up, buddy?
So cute.
Call you back.
I can't wait to have one. But I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, my two people that I think that can kind of make an edge if they can, like, I can see Breon and Mike like really pushing.
I think Mike looks wild. He had
Mike
that comparison with
Mike
Dino
looks
at that gym. It's crazy.
Huge right now. Like, bro looks out of this world.
His waist is this big. It's a vacuum. Like he's shapely. Like you talked about that wide flare to that X frame, like C-Bum. I know Mike's a little bit shorter, but his size and his density and thickness and detail is. I saw him on Instagram the other day. I'm just like, this is fucking crazy.
You know, it's funny. Every time we say we're gonna have a short podcast, especially this week because we had a podcast.
Okay, look. We had 1:45. We done. We done with the questions. We out of here. We gotta go eat. We gotta go train. We gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah, but we have a special one coming up soon, so I'm excited to take you guys and kind of bring in another guest here, somebody who can give a different perspective. Let's just say a championship perspective. But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys. Another episode down. As you can tell, we're getting close to the Olympia. Aaron might have some energy, but we're definitely starting to feel it a little bit, and it's a lot at times to jump on here and talk, but it's also a breath of fresh air for us to kind of just get this out and reconnect, because one thing I love about this podcast, which sometimes I don't think people see, is that we all actually fuck with each other heavy outside of this. It's not like we just come on here and it's like the only time we talk. And I'm honest, I've never truly had a brotherhood in bodybuilding in my career, but I definitely consider you guys brothers, and I can't wait not only for the Olympia but for things to come here in the future. So another episode down, guys. We appreciate you. We have again another banger coming up soon. If you can, like, subscribe, because again, this channel we purchased from Hart McGrath, and a lot of his loyal supporters who just simply love men's physique have stayed loyal here and have supported the channel. But there's tons of people who watch this who don't subscribe, and we want to try to blow this channel up as much as we can, because I truly believe that this is going to be an opportunity to grow the men's physique division. So comment below what guests you guys want to see us bring on in the future. And again, fellas, 2.5 weeks out. Shock the world.
Sheesh.